let's make sure the sound is working. Hold up. Okay. Greatness awaits, Kappa. Probably could have put something about. Nah. I could have put something about PS5 in the title, but I mean, I didn't even watch basically any of it. I just watched a little bit of Hard 8's stream of it, but I just saw like how it looks, and apparently they didn't even tell the price, which is the only thing I want to see. So. Because we've already hold up. Okay. Because we've already determined that if it's more than 500, we're just gonna chalk it up and not buy it. So. Oh, I just had to kind of double check and make sure it was working. Alright. Yeah, our food timer is gonna tick down, but it's not really a big deal. I guess I could. Let me edit the title right quick. Actually, we'll put. If it would load quicker than. Alright. I will just go plus PS5 Talk. Alright. I guess that'll be good. Save. Alright, well, I guess we can. While I set this crap up. What's that? An Andrew's triceps? Ooh, new Larry Wheels video that I'm not gonna watch because I literally never watch his videos, but I still subscribe to him for some reason. Should probably honestly unsub from him, but because he never posts anything interesting. It's not like Brian Shaw or any of the more interesting people. Because I'm not gonna lie, Larry Wheels is cool, but his videos are not really interesting at all. Man. But here are the skills we have on right now. So I changed that to, well, quote, upgraded it to Magnum Shot, or whatever you want to call it. Like upgrade or morph, I think that's the thing. But alright, now we can go. But yeah, I mean, I don't follow. Oh, what the heck? Hold on. I don't follow Thor either. But funny enough, Hikaru Nakamura, I don't know if he's still doing it, but earlier he was streaming chess with Thor. What's up, John Hyder? I think you're the guy that came in and spammed that before. Big ups. Shout out John Hyder. Oh, I forgot to turn this on. That's why we're not shooting. Okay, there we go. But, yeah, and then I don't know, some of the strongmen have kind of interesting, or like World's Strongest Men that put up YouTube videos and stuff. But unfortunately, I don't know. Does Big Z put up? Hold up. I don't know. Zydrunas. That's, yeah. I don't know. Because he just has a weird name, so I just, I mean, a lot of people just refer to him as Big Z. But, yeah, then I follow Eddie Hall as well. But I don't know, they do a lot of clickbait, though. That's most of their videos, I won't lie. Like, most of the stuff that Eddie Hall and Brian Shaw put up isn't really that interesting. But and then what was it the end of May, Thor put up his video breaking the, hold on, I'm trying to get this to, okay, there we go. He put up his video breaking the deadlift world record, which I don't know if they have officially counted it, because people were saying that it has to like be at an event for it to be counted as a world record or something, but I don't know. I don't know the rules. But he beat the record lift by 1 kilo. So I don't know. I don't know the stipulations on how they like count records like that. So I just looked at the comments and people were like, "Oh well, it doesn't count because it's at a gym and there wasn't an official person to weigh the weights, and because there was his dad there putting them on the scale." So I don't know. And people are saying, "Oh, the official is there," but I don't know how they count that crap. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, like, Eddie Hall's world record deadlift was like more hype, I guess, because he went like way above what the current record was, and then Thor just kind of went 1 kilo above it, and it's like, oh, okay. And plus, he wasn't in competition and had months to train. I mean, so it's not as impressive, but it, in a way, I guess. But it's still cool. I mean, as long as it was 100% legit. I mean, I haven't Googled it recently to see if it was officially accepted or not, but it's like I saw the video, what, maybe 2 days after it came out, and I Googled it and it still said that Eddie Hall holds the world record deadlift for 500 kilos instead of the 501 that Thor did. So I don't know. Because the internet usually changes stuff like that right away. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. But Big Z and Brian Shaw are still my two favorite world strongest men. So. They're kind of more chill, I guess. I don't know. Because if you saw the, like, well, it wasn't his documentary that he made, but the mini documentary thing that Eddie Hall put up on his YouTube channel, talking about the 2017 World's Strongest Man and how it officially was determined that he did not cheat, and Thor did not get cheated. And Thor even should have gotten less reps on the one thing where he got called for double dipping. So ironically, he should have lost even more than he thought he did. That's whatever. Because, like, I liked the well, it wasn't really an interview with Big Z at the end, but there was, like, clips of him saying, like, oh, if you look at it the way Thor does, then I'm 8-time world's strongest man. And what the heck is going on? Okay. Like, in his accent or whatever, like, if you win your winner, you can't win everything. And it's kind of crazy how Eddie Hall retired after winning in 2017 from Strongman, and then Thor won in 2018. Finally reaching his goal of being world's strongest man, but he'll never get the chance to actually beat Eddie Hall in, like, after Eddie Hall won. So it's kind of like a slap to the face, I guess. It's like, yeah, you got world's strongest man, but Eddie Hall wasn't there to defend his title because he retired. So, but it's whatever. That video was pretty cool. I like the opening where it shows like the podium where Thor's just staring at Eddie's hand like, bet. I like how people were like, oh, why, like, he shook your hand after that, why did you clip it like that? And Eddie's just like, oh, well, I'm not, if you listen to the actual beginning of the video, I'm not the one who made the documentary. It was literally the guy talking in the video that did it. Like, I swear, suckers just don't pay attention. They could be told, like, 5 seconds ago, they could be told 2 + 2 = 4, and then someone says, what's 2 + 2? And then they say 5 because they're just that stupid. But yeah, the whole 2017 World's Strongest Man debacle was kind of interesting. I won't lie. Real talk, yeah. What? What's 12 times 6? Well, let's see. I mean, if you take the 6 times the 2, that's 12. And then you take 6 times 1, which is 6, and then you add the 1, so 72. I don't know, I'm bad at math, but I mean, like, if I talk it out like that, I can do stuff like that, but I can't just look at it and be like, oh yeah, I have it memorized. Oh my lord, these people in chat can't do simple math equations without a calculator. Mods, ban anyone who can't do simple math equations. Oh, man. But yeah, the ending of that video was pretty cool. With, I don't remember the name of the other guy. It was the guy who was doing the challenge where Thor double dipped. He was the second guy in the background doing it with him at the same time. I don't remember that guy's name, but he's never, I don't, because I'm pretty sure his tag just said like World's Strongest Man 2017 finalist, so I doubt that that guy actually has won the competition ever. And then Big Z has four wins, I believe, right? I already said it, but like his little diatribe at the end of the video was pretty good. And you got stuck, like, why is everybody? I wish it would like show me what do you want to call it? Class of people. That guy's level 8. But it'd be nice if you could just like look at another player and tell what class they were playing, so I could roast that guy if he was using a bow on any class other than NightBlade. But I don't know. But yeah, and then I don't even know who won. Or wait. I don't know. But yeah, pretty interesting story, I'm not gonna lie. But we haven't talked. I put that back in the title, PS5 Talk. I didn't even watch the conference thing, because, I mean, let's be real. Are they really going to show gameplay of any games that's going to be like, oh, I want to get it? I heard that they announced a new Horizon Zero Dawn game, though, like a sequel, so that sounds cool, although, like, they announce crap and it'll be like, coming 2023, and it's like, oh, well, why would you even announce that crap? Because it's not, if it's not coming out in late 2020 or earlier, there's no reason to announce it, because I'm not going to get interested, because it's not coming out forever. It's like the new Elder Scrolls that's coming out in like 2024, and it's like, oh, well, you gotta get hype over it, and it's like, who cares? Like, I'm not even gonna probably play video games by the time that trash comes out. And it's probably, last I heard it was gonna be on the same engine, so it's probably still gonna be glitchy and terrible, so. Like I said, I don't know why there's a weird influx of people playing as that clearly inferior healing class. I don't know what it's called. It's like a weird influx of people playing it for some reason, even though the Necromancer is superior objectively in every single manner, including healing and DPS output and defensive capabilities. So I don't know why anybody would even bother. And like, if you don't want to buy the Necromancer, just play a different class that's not, you know, just literally worse in every manner. But, and we will go to the story mission. As you see, is up there in the top right eventually, but for now, I'm just kind of big chilling. So, but yeah, I don't know. The PS5 actually, like, the look of it wasn't bad. I mean, it high key looks like a reverse Oreo cookie, but other than that, I mean, because what Hard 8 said, it's like, do you really care about how it looks? You just want good games and it to actually be fun. So it's like, it could look, I mean, it could literally look like the new Xbox, and I wouldn't care, because the new Xbox is literally just a giant but worse version of a regular PC, so it's just like, yikes. But I haven't seen any Xbox game reveals either, because I don't really pay attention to crap until they announce the day one price points of the consoles. There's not going to be any reason to look at the games. Because it's like, oh, if the price is too high, I'm not going to buy it anyway. But who knows? Apparently there was like some crazy high price listed on Amazon, but it turned out to be fake. I don't know. But I'm like pushing triangle, but it's, okay, there we go. Just a little laggy. But, oh, well, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. But yeah, PS5, right now it's kind of a yikes, I'm not gonna lie. there's not much interesting. And they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna remaster Grand Theft Auto 5 again. And it's like, come on. If you buy that game again, you should probably just kill yourself, because the game is literally clunky garbage, and not, like, the combat's terrible, it's clunky, like, come on. I don't know how suckers, like, love that game for some reason, just because of the name on it. Like, I don't know. And as usual, there's probably going to be like no good day one games, because that's how it's been for, well, I guess I don't remember what Xbox 360 had day one, because I didn't buy it day one, but I think it had like something at least halfway good, but I don't remember. But yeah, like, there needs to be a really high tier day one game, but like, you would think that game devs would have been working on, like, game devs that haven't released something in a while would already have been working on a PS5 release way before, like, this PS5 okay, that was weird announcement, but who knows. Like, all these games that they showcase, those should be ready to be console launch titles. Like, I didn't really see all of them, but I know there's like a Spider-Man and then the Horizon Zero Dawn one. Like, both of those should be launch titles. Like, there's no excuse. But whatever. These game devs will take forever to put games out, but they'll still be trash. And I think their game is worth $60 day one. Good joke. Like, what's the last game that came out that was actually worth $60 day one? Like, you can't say Doom Eternal was worth $60 day one, even though the story is really good and you can play through the cheat codes. If the multiplayer would have had, you know, more than one garbage mode day one, I would have said it would be worth $60 day one, but since that wasn't the case, and if the one game type they would have offered was TDM, I might have been more lenient, but since it wasn't, I don't know, like God of War 2018 was obvious. Well, was that even? I'm sure that was 60 day one, right? Because it went on sale like dummy quick. But that game was probably worth 60 day one. I mean, to be fair, I didn't play it though, so I can't offer an actual legitimate opinion. And the only person I watched play it was Wings, so. And I'm trying to think of other, I mean, I guess yeah, I guess Horizon Zero Dawn is kind of worth 60 day one, but that's kind of up in the air, I don't know. But yeah, and I didn't watch any of the, what was it called, Godfall gameplay or whatever. I don't know if they did any of that or showed any of it, but that's supposed to be like a day one game. It actually originally looked interesting. It was supposed to be like an RPG, but who knows. Oh yeah, and speaking of RPGs, I re-downloaded Division 2, but I don't know if I'm going to play it. Because, I mean, there's not really much to do in that game. My character, I don't know if they added anything, but because my character was min-maxed last time, like literally min-maxed last time I played, so. Like, I have the one, I don't remember the name of the sniper, but it like charges and does like hella damage. And it takes like a very long, well, it's not a very long time, but it's just aids to unlock it. because you just have to get lucky that the weekly mission is the mission that you need to get the drops for it. So, but yeah, it's totally worth, because it basically one hits on headshot like every single enemy unless it's a boss. So, only thing is, if the game's a little bit laggy, it's kind of hard to use, so I don't know. But, and then my other gun is an LMG. I don't know, maybe they added like new weapon types. Is that game could do with like launchers and maybe like a crossbow or some random crap. But because after you play it for a while, all the weapon types kind of just mesh together and they're all pretty generic. But yeah, I mean, and it also just depends, because if my investments go like dummy well, I'll probably just buy a decent PC like I was talking about last time. That like I'm not gonna go bonkers with it because there's no real reason to. Because I just want a PC that's able to run all games at comfortable 60 FPS. Because I mean, it may be a little more than 60 FPS, but I'm not gonna bother buying a new monitor. And my second monitor I use for my Chromebook is a 60 FPS monitor, so, well, 60 Hz monitor, but that's pretty much an interchangeable language, I guess, if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know much about which or what level of like graphics card you would have to get to do that, but there's no real reason to buy like a 2080 Ti or any crap like that, especially if you don't want to buy a 4K monitor or a 144 Hz monitor. So, because it's like, at the end of the day, I know people say you can tell the difference between 60 FPS and like 120. I mean, I'm sure you can, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, because when it comes to gaming, I'm probably not gonna like be a crazy gaming all. Well, I might just like not even play games ever again, to be honest. Like, not anytime like super soon, but soon enough where it's like, is there really a reason to get the next gen console? I mean, like, what game would they come out with where I would like definitely get it? I really don't know. Like, I couldn't really say, unless of course game devs stopped being stupid and just started putting games on more consoles to make more money. I'm sure a lot of them have like infinite contracts, so they're not allowed, but who knows? Because it's like, if you could get, I don't know. Actually, you know, I really don't know. Because I guess it would just have to be a good-looking MMORPG, or just RPG in general. But that's why I'm kind of interested in the Godfall game, but I'm less interested in just MMOs. Well, I mean, I said that wrong. I'm less interested in RPGs than MMORPGs, because at the end of the day, I'm sure PS5 will have mod tools to mod saves, just like PS4. So, and then PS3 and Xbox 360 before that. And I don't know if going to assume Xbox One does as well, but I don't know, because I don't have an Xbox One. I don't really care. So, but I assume since, at least with Borderlands 1 Remaster, you don't need the save editor. You can just use Willow Tree. I assume you can probably at least mod Borderlands 1 on Xbox One. But the cool thing about Xbox though is when it comes to like the mods and stuff, they're less strict, and because on PlayStation the mods aren't allowed to use outside assets. I don't know why, because if Steam and Xbox allow it, like, it makes no sense that Sony can't allow it, you know? But I don't know. Sony are just probably cheap, because maybe you have to like pay a little bit of money or something to keep people from suing. I don't know. But apparently, like on Twitch, DMCAs are becoming like super common, where people literally just playing music on their stream. And it's like, Jesus Christ. It's like, it's blatantly obvious that you're not in the music industry for the right reasons if you're going to DMCA streamers just for playing music on their stream on Twitch. So, if you're an artist that's doing that, like, well, first off, your music is probably fucking garbage, like garbage rap or hip hop. And then secondly, like, it's very blatant that you're not making music to be an artist and entertain people, you're just doing it for money, which there's nothing inherently wrong with that. It's just, personally, I think that's stupid to, because it would be like, oh, I want to make movies to make money, instead of you want to make movies because you like being creative and you want to entertain people, you know? Or it's like saying you want to be a comedian because you want to make money instead of wanting to entertain people and make them laugh. Like, that's just brain dead retardation. I mean, like I said, it's probably mostly people that do rap or hip hop music, so they're not the brightest candles on the cake to begin with. Because it take like 10 people to write one song, and it's not even good. And it's in 4/4, so it's like, that's a yikes. It's like, yes, prog snob, by the way, I only listen to music that's not 4/4. If you listen to 4/4 music, kill yourself. That is not a joke, no. But that's just a joke I use. I mean, prog metal is my favorite genre, but I do listen to 4/4 music. But, I mean, Amon Amarth is literally my favorite band, so. But my second favorite band is Opeth, though, so that kind of makes up for it. And low-key, I don't know, Opeth might like low-key take over my favorite band spot, but it's kind of, I don't know. But yeah, those are my top 2 and 3. I don't know. It's kind of hard to rank anything past 2, to be honest, because then you start thinking of all the ones that they're not on the level of the first 2, but they're still really good. And it's just like, I don't know how to place them, but I don't know. Well, yeah, like I said, if you only listen to 4/4 music, you might as well kill yourself, because your music taste is absolutely terrible. But I like how I got to talking about that off of, we started out talking about World's Strongest Man competition. I'm sleep, but yeah, apparently, I don't know if anybody's been banned for it yet, but yeah, apparently Twitch is handing out DMCAs for playing music. But the good thing about YouTube, though, you can play music You can't monetize your videos though, and it'll play ads, unfortunately. But I mean, I tell all my viewers to use ad block because I'm never going to play ads. So if you see an ad on my channel, it's because there was like music or something in it and it forced ads onto the video. So that's the cool thing about YouTube though, because you can just do that, and as long as, what the heck? That was weird. As long as you don't monetize, or I mean, well, it automatically makes you not monetize the video, but you get the point. I try to harness viewers that are not fucking brain dead retards that gotta be told every little thing. Like people that come into the stream and be like, what class are you using in Call of Duty? Like, will you kill yourself? Because if you have to ask for somebody's class or like sensitivity in Call of Duty, like, I don't even know what to say, because your IQ is probably under 80. But people do that all the time, especially they're like, oh, if I copy this big streamer, like, come on. Suckers like that are annoying. And that's why if you ever ask that in this chat, you will be banned. No, I'm just joking, but I will call you a retarded faggot, so. Unless I know you're joking around, because sometimes suckers will just be like when I'm trolling with the RPG, suckers will be like, oh, what class are you using? And I'll be like, but it's like, come on, it's Call of Duty. It's not like you're asking somebody their build in an MMO RPG. Like, come on. It's not like you're going, what order do you buy things in League of Legends for this character? You know, it's not like you're asking that. You're literally asking what attachment you put on your gun in Call of Duty Black Ops 1. It's like, dude, you can only put a max of 2 attachments if you use Warlord. Like, it's not that hard to figure out. And at the end of the day, if you really are stupid, all you have to do is just watch like the CDL and see what those people are using. Although to be fair, they don't always use what is the best for pubs, to be honest. But sometimes they GA stuff. So what is this? Movement speed? I mean, that's kind of interesting, but I don't know, because when am I going to utilize that, even if in a dungeon? Oh yeah, that's what I forgot. We might do dungeons today. That's what I totally forgot. But 1 second. Okay, our inventory is almost full, so we'll head on back to the inventory. I mean, I know we don't really have to, because it's not like we're going to get much of anything from the inventory. But the thing is, if you don't empty your inventory, then your gear will take damage, and you'll have to pay more than what you have in your inventory to sell to repair, because you took longer to go sell. So your gear took more depreciation. So that's why I usually just head back whenever, and then like I stick around this area until we get the last 3 inventory slots filled with whatever. But yes, you can still pick up the gold from the enemies even if your inventory is full. I mean, that makes sense obviously, but yeah. I mean, that's kind of crazy that I guess because what the Score Esports was saying was that Twitch used to be so small that nobody cared, and it's just now that it's huge and ran by Amazon that people are like, oh, we can try to finesse money. But of course Twitch is like, oh, well, you're not going to get any money from us. You're going to have to go straight to the people streaming and playing music. It's like, That's cringe. I mean, to be fair, it's probably a lot of the record companies and not the actual artists, because, well, I'm not going to say that 100%, but that's what you would think, because the record companies are there for money, and the artists sometimes at least are there to entertain and not just straight up make money. But it's just one of those things, because that's kind of crazy. Well, who knows? Suckers are hella greedy, so like suckers will tell you to donate and stuff to different charities, and then will DMCA Twitch streamers for playing their music. Like, how? That's crazy. And my favorite is when people will be like, oh, why don't you donate to this? And then you ask them, how much have you donated in the past year? So show me the receipts. And then they block you, and you're like, well, I've literally had that happen before. Like somebody, I don't remember what it was, but they were like, oh, they didn't donate to this. And I said, well, how much did you donate to that cause in the past year? And then they're like, you entitled little... It's like, huh, that makes no fucking sense, dumb fuck. Like, I literally just, you said that people don't donate to the thing, and then I asked you how much you donated, and then dodged the question. So, I mean, that's just how people are. What am I doing? Oh yeah, looking to see if we, oh yeah, I gotta, this thing, I won't lie, runs out of charge dummy quick. But let's check our stuff right quick, see if we, ooh, nice, we got a new stamina helmet. See if we got, cause, oh, okay, bet. Ah, stamina. Hey, nice. And ooh, we actually finally got medium boots, so we can get the max bonus from the skills that give you bonus for wearing medium armor. Because medium armor is for stamina builds, and then light armor is for magic builds, and then heavy armor is for those tank builds, though. So, but yeah, in other news, Furia beat 100 Thieves in their CSGO matchup earlier today. I mean, to be fair, it's not LAN, so personally, I'm not putting much stock into all the stuff. Although Astralis did win the road to Rio, so I mean, that's all that matters. Because Astralis were just like, let's wrap up this road to Rio, and then we can let Zip and Glaive take a break. So, and I heard a rumor that Device was going to take a break too, but I don't know if that's true or not. Because you know how suckers be trolling in CSGO chat. But I don't know. I mean, it would be smart because it's kind of like a big brain move, because people are they're not gonna have any current footage of the team playing with Glaive and Zip, so they can bamboozle people at the Rio Major. So I know that's probably like not their intention for taking a break to cool burnout and stuff, but it's like a low-key bonus if they're playing with Yugi and Snappy. To be fair, Snappy actually didn't do that bad. I mean, obviously, him and Snappy and Yugi bottom fragged on their most recent outing versus NIP, but to be fair, NIP like, should have been able to close out the third map way easier than they did. Because what, Astralis was down 8-1 at one point, and then they brought it back, but just unfortunately couldn't close it out, and then Nip brought it to OT, and then double OT, and then Astralis were just like, I mean, at the end of the day, do we really think we're going to beat G2 or Na'Vi with Yugi and Snappy? Probably not. Let's just keep it 100. Like, Yugi will probably eventually be good, but like when it comes to the new players that they've, I forgot to, but when it comes to the new players Astralis have picked up, I'm more interested in seeing Esatag play, because I mean, he hasn't like officially been added to the roster, because the team he's on, I don't remember the actual like story and reasoning or whatever, but yeah, kind of annoying how those. Oh yeah, what up? That's what we can do. Necklace. Destroy, yes. Clear up our inventory by 2 spots. Bet. Yeah, alright. Notification, daily reward. What time is it? 8 o'clock? Bet. Okay. What is this? Instant clothing. Yeah, never gonna use that. If I knew more, I think you can just directly. Can you directly trade with people? I don't know. But if you could, I like how the gold is like barely any gold. Like the last one is 4K. That's like barely anything. But so the game probably, even if you can trade, the game probably doesn't even allow you to trade daily reward items. But like, I'm never gonna use that instant clothing research crap. Like, who cares? Like, whatever. But yeah, if I play later, I don't know, we might. Well, I'm not getting off now. I'm just saying, if I do get back on later, it'll. Well, it depends the time, but we'll probably do dungeons of then instead of now. I mean, unless somebody wants to see dungeons and asks, but for now we're just kind of chilling because we're level 19. I don't know what level I'm going to start doing the story, but I don't know. Kind of just depends. Oh man, hold on. Alright. Oh yeah, let me check the battery on this right quick. Alright, 83, that's good. Cause you never, okay, well, I don't know why we glitched out there. And I like, it's kind of weird when you first use, our food buff's almost out, but so I actually put a show it. For some reason, like when you log out and log back in and you still have that food buff active, the stamina bar shrinks again, but the health bar stays larger, because the food we're using buffs health, or health, stamina, and then health regen and stamina regen, which I can actually show that right quick. Right there, the Artaeum takeaway broth, but eventually, I don't remember the name of the food that I have on our other character, but that's going to be the one we use once we get to level. Well, I guess we might buy more of that legendary food, but as we saw when we went to buy it, there isn't really that many guilds selling it, and then there's not really like many large stacks of it you can buy. So, and then like I think it was like longfish stew, or not stew, but like longfish. Plus the other food is purple instead of gold, so it's cheaper to buy a ton of. We literally have like 75 of them on the other character, which I'll probably bring like 30 or 5 or so of those to this character if I decide to do that. But kind of just depends. Based on what? I like how you push triangle, but the ability doesn't always go right away. Even though there's supposedly instant cast ability. Like, But when I think of an instant cast ability, I think as soon as you push the button, it does damage, and then when you push it again, it goes again instantly. So you can just spam it as much as you want. But yeah, I realize we gotta put the food buff back on right quick. Inventory. Swappable items. Take away broth. Bet. Like, see how our stamina bar has grown now? And then we still had the buff on before, but it was small, and then the health bar obviously grew, and then yeah, because the other food, it doesn't buff any regen, but it buffs all three things. So, and that's better than, well, I don't know if it's really better than regen, but like our full build is going to also utilize a little bit of magic. So, like, I wish this bow ability was able to be spammed way more. But I think it is kind of the lag because of the video going too. But hey, that guy is a werewolf. Nice. What would be crazy is if like the enemies just constantly respawn. That would be kind of funny. Because it would make farming like really, really crazy. Especially if you're using AoE. But one to the head, you know this sucker dead. But you can tell, because if you're farming here and don't have a food buff on and you die, well, that's pretty much the only way you'll ever die in this area, if I'm being completely honest. Sometimes you can get like crazy bamboozled, but and then you can tell the people that like don't have the soul gems stacked up from the other experiences with the game, I guess. But although to be fair, you can only, well, you can upgrade it to, I think it's be able to revive like twice an hour or something. I don't remember, but it's something like that. I didn't even, because I don't even know why this area is over here, to be honest. Like this is probably like part of a quest or some dumb crap just to justify it, the area being here. Spider? No XP. But that'd be funny, like spider XP glitch. 10 billion XP from one spider kill. That'd be funny. If like those little spiders were like a super ultra rare spawn that gave you hella XP. That'd be kind of funny. You know what? I forgot. We don't even have an XP scroll on. Oh, retard alert. I totally forgot about that. But at this point in leveling though, it's not really that big of a difference to get an extra 50%. So not too worried about that. So yeah, we will, because I mean, let's be real, I'm never going to level up any other character ever unless they add a new class, or there's a small chance I buy the Warden if it goes on like a really good sale, but I don't know. Like, it would have to be $5 or less though for me to want to buy it, because I'm not really super interested. But it's something, I suppose. Well, you would think they'd be like, unfortunately they just came out with an expansion, but hopefully they like add a class like later on for it. But I don't know. Like, I know they revamped the vampire skill tree, but they can low-key just make, well, I don't know. I was gonna say like a dedicated vampire class itself, but I don't know about that. Like, what class should they make if they make another one? I mean, they have a necromancer. Like, honestly, I think they should make a better tank. Like, one that's like more legitimately just 100% blatantly you only build it as a tank. And not like the Dragonknight where it's like, oh, you can have a damage build or a tank build. You know? That'd be kind of cool. They kind of make the character a bolder creature, I guess. If that makes sense. But I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. Because unfortunately in this game, the actual tank, Dragonknight, is kind of lackluster. Because I made one, like when I did my Dragonknight, and it wasn't really that fun to play, I'm not gonna lie. Because especially if you don't get a good healer in your dungeon. Because unfortunately, most of the time, like random dungeon queues and MMORPGs, yeah, kind of tough to come across a good healer, you know, like me. Woohoo! But yeah, because a lot of the time, people queue as the healer just to get into dungeons quicker and stupid crap. And then they'll be like the first to die. But, or what was, I don't remember what MMORPG it was where they like didn't have a dedicated healer class, so they were like, oh yeah, just who knows? Because oh wait, yeah, that was Path of Exile. There's no data. That's why I kind of like stopped playing that game, because I leveled up an archer. Well, archer, what was the class that you have to unlock? You don't get right away, I don't remember, but Ascendant, I believe it is. I made an Ascendant archer. I got to level 60, and I like literally maxed out on bow damage in the skill tree as much as possible, and it still didn't really wipe out mobs well, so. And then the game doesn't have an actual dedicated healer class, so. And there's like no healing abilities at all either. And that's why I pretty much stopped playing Path of Exile completely. Because your character just didn't scale well, even though I put points into every single possible damage or bow damage buff on the whole skill tree. I literally used the skill map thing to map it out. But it's whatever. And unfortunately that game is like over the head. Like, it's a Diablo clone, which makes me less likely to want to play it. It's not bad, but I'd rather play games like this, you know? I know you can like block those attacks, but I feel like they might low-key give decent XP for armor if you get hit. Or out, because I don't really know how or what all the ways are to level up armor. Like, medium armor is what we're using, so I don't know. I like that ability because it's trolly. It's like sends them flying backwards. Unfortunately, it's not spammable. I hate games like that where in PvE your character has a stun, but like you stun an enemy and then they get up, no more longer stunned, but if you hit them again, target immune. Like, see how it says target immune up in the top right? Yeah. But that's one annoying thing about games where you have an ability, but you can't just use it whenever you want. Oh man. Might have to take a low-key bathroom break here in a second. But it'll only take a minute or so. Well, I don't know. Approximately 47.5 seconds. I don't know. But let's see how 47. I bet 47 error 47. Ah! I remember. It's one of the few Boogie 298 videos I actually remember. Where he's like, error 47, error 47. I can't log into my World of Warcraft account or something. Where like everybody was freaking out. And I also, speaking of World of Warcraft, I remember when they did that thing where people could send invites to their friends and then they could get a free max level character. And the people were big mad over that. That was a long time ago though. I don't know if they like still do that or what. Cause I remember they had like a limit on when they were going to stop, but who knows. That was funny though. They're like, here's a free max level character. And people were that like spend their whole life playing the game were like, oh, but I don't know. Yeah. Well, yeah, World of Warcraft is one game. If I get a PC, I would probably, because I know they have like the free trial. You can get, I don't remember, is it level 30? Or is it level 15? I don't remember. I think it's one of the two. Let you do a trial, which that's probably what I would do just to see if I would enjoy the game. But my problem with that game, from what I've seen, the enemies and stuff kind of have too much health, I'm gonna be honest. Like, the enemies in this game, I think have a very balanced amount of health, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, this game got that extremely correct. But to be fair, that's just what I've seen. I haven't really watched much World of Warcraft. Like, the only time I've ever watched it was when WoW Classic came out and people were racing to max level. I watched a few streams of that. But other than that, don't really know much about it. Other than apparently, because I forget what YouTuber put up a video on it that I watched. Like, the gold economy in that game is apparently like crazy. But I don't know. And like the one, they upped how frequent the one item can be found in the overworld, or the world in general, I guess. But to like fix the price of it in the market. But I don't know. It'd probably just be one of those games that I would play the free trial on a few classes, and that would be enough to get like the experience, and I wouldn't probably be interested enough to continue on after that, but I hopefully we stand up here I don't get attacked. But gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Alright, we back. Alrighty. Because normally if I was going to like take longer than that, I probably wouldn't. I mean, I would probably log out of the character so I don't waste as much of the bonus. Not a big deal. So it's almost 8:30. I'll probably play it till at least 9. So around then, I'll probably peep what's up on the YouTube or whatever. I don't know. See who's streaming and all that. But who knows? Because it's kind of just a thing where I just do whatever I feel like. Sometimes that was kind of a weird lag, but sometimes a sucker just feels like watching some classic WRTP. But I talked about it last time, but I didn't end up finishing their 2012 Olympics LP yet. I'm still on the last episode of the Dream Fencing, which is a pure classic, by the way. Like, that's honestly one of their videos that I would suggest watching, and if you like that, you'll probably like all their other LPs. The very last video of their London 2012 Olympic Games LP. And like I also said last time, I have a playlist called Best WRTP Moments that has, well, after I started making the playlist, every time I would watch one of their old LPs, if there's a funny part, I would put the video in that playlist. So obviously I haven't gone through all their LPs, but and it's also a way to like keep track of which ones I've gone through recently. I don't know. Because in the past I have watched literally every single one of their videos, including the like old, weird, obscure ones. But yeah, the like let's mess around with gangster rapping video that they did. That's like one I haven't ever heard anybody really say anything about, even in their streams and stuff, which is pretty cool. That it's like a secret video, woo. But yeah. And then I'll probably move on to the Sochi 2014 Olympics LP they did. And then after that, I don't know. I know they did the 2016. And then they did like the Mario Sport game, I don't remember. But unfortunately, that's one of their later LPs before Chris and Tyler left, so it's not really that good, and they didn't really play through the whole game, which is kind of unfortunate because back in the day they used to 100% most games, but they kind of got away from that. And now they get barely any views because, well, not only do they play just random obscure games no one cares about, but the two most interesting and entertaining members have left the channel, so, which is unfortunate. It's like the two people that literally started the channel aren't on the channel anymore, which is funny, but it's kind of nice, I guess, that they're continuing, but yeah. And I don't know if there's like any feud between them or something, but like last time Crescendo said anything about it, he said that he literally hadn't talked to Tyson or Spionks in a very, very long time, and it was, last time he did it was only for like some business thing that had to do with the channel. He didn't specify, but they do live like pretty far away though, which is kind of why they stopped doing the channel in the first place. But I mean, to be fair, they kind of put it on themselves, I'm not gonna lie, but also the YouTube algorithm kind of screwed them over. But they also, like I said, they stopped 100%ing the games they would do, and they started just doing random obscure crap. But, which is unfortunate. But, and then to be fair, LPing kind of fell off. Like, it still hasn't really recovered. I don't think it's as bad as, because they peaked in like 2013, early 2014, and then like 2015 is when LPing was basically well, like nobody cared because Twitch was popping off and everybody watched like speed runs or just people play the newest games live, which most people, I think, find watching somebody live is more interesting. Unless you're really into their personality or their friend or whatever, I don't know. But I guess there probably is still a niche of people that rather just watch an LP and have something to look forward to every day. But instead of just streamers that get paid to play the newest games and then rush through it as fast as possible while pretending to pay attention to the story. Like, if I read the dialogue, people will think I'm paying attention and not just playing the game for money. I mean, I guess that probably tricks most people, but I don't know. It don't really matter. Because to be fair, their LPs had been on a decline comedy-wise, but that's also because they started trying to appeal to like the supposed audience of the games they would play, because they would play like Mario and Donkey Kong and stuff, which are seen more of as kids' games. So they're like, oh, we can't really swear, and then YouTube kind of made it so you couldn't really make money on some of their old stuff. So, like, it's the same reason EDP 445 can't really make money on any of his videos. What video, or what thing was it? Arrow spray that we can morph? That. Snares and immobilizes enemies hit. Or poison damage and adds dot. Well, in the future, that'll probably be good, but for now, we want to just have damage while leveling, so. But eventually we'll oh. Cool. Did we unlock any other? I didn't even notice we unlocked the supers of all of these. What the heck? Magic damage. Soul Shred, okay. Reducing movement speed of enemies and granting bet. Okay, 20% more damage. I wonder if the evolved version of that will, wait, how much alt does that take, though? That costs 200 alt, though, and that only costs 70 alt. Switch. What's this one? Oh, we don't have that one. Huh. What's this one? Wait, what? Oh, this is just an ability. Requires 5 pieces of... Oh, I see. That's interesting. But, we need an alt because it'll just help us level up the things faster. So, see, we have 2 of that. So, wait, no, that was 70. How much is this? 150 alt? Oh, but this is an area of effect. And this is just... Plus it has cast time. Well, that has cast time as well, but... I'm going to go with this because it's AoE as well as a stun, so... And that'll help us level up that skill line a bit quicker. That's kind of interesting. You know, I forgot they added like the alt thing under the armor categories. It's kind of cool. Alright, let's gather up some enemies and try this right quick. Alright, come here, boy. Come here. You come here. Alright, bet. Hold that. Hey, that's actually lit. I'm not gonna lie, because it just stuns them all. I vibe with that heavy. Unfortunately, our R1... Okay, that like lagged really bad. Unfortunately, our R1 ability can't just be spammed, which is kind of unfortunate. But I vibe with that alt heavy. Because that's kind of like a get out of jail free card. If you're surrounded, you can be like, haha, and then stun them all. So, that's actually really cool. That alt's actually, because a lot of the alts are kind of just cringe. Unless the utility ones, like the healing staff alt, or the necromancer revive up to 3 teammates alt. Which, if you're a good necromancer, you should be a healer, and if you're a good healer, you shouldn't have to worry about reviving people. But as we saw in that one dungeon, it does happen, but to be fair, that was because the boss had a weird like storm or like sandstorm mechanic that didn't have the indicator. Like, see how the attack has that indicator around it, the red indicator, and how like that enemy glows when he's attacking? Yeah, didn't have any of that on that attack or the boss, so that's why I got pissed and, you know, turned in or left that dungeon. So yeah, I vibe with the AoE ultimate. Bet. Alright, let's gather up some enemies. There's nobody. That's weird. The reticle like turned red even though there was no enemy down there. It's kind of funny. And I vibed the animation as well. Alright. Gather the enemies. Alright. Alright. Hold that. So I like how the ability literally lags the game if you stun a ton of enemies. It's kind of funny. I like how everybody and their mama uses the bow. I mean, not like hovering over them, and it doesn't like glitch out when you're and it just shows the dead enemies for some reason that don't even have loot on them. But luckily those people went that way instead of down here. Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh? There's enemies down here like this. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? But I mean, you never see people come over this way anyway. Like, just across that bridge over there in general. Like, up there. But I don't know. It's kind of weird, like, all you see nowadays is people... You cannot mount while in combat. Well, huh, what a lie. But, gotta go. Sell our... We probably could, like, spend some gold on upgrading this character's inventory. But... not gonna bother with that right now. Yeah, that ult is pretty cool. Pretty cool. And it's not even like the morphed form of it, so it probably has something spicy. Unfortunately though, I think ults take longer to level up, if I remember. Well, at least the meteorite did. Alright, we got a... I wish I wouldn't have fixed the horse stamina glitch, because it's like, why? I mean, I guess because they're like, oh, we want people to pay money for the extra horse stamina. Like, pff, yeah, sure, I'm gonna spend money on mount stamina when end game is literally all just dungeons where you don't use your mount. Ha! Funny, good joke. But I say that as I used upgrades on my Necromancer healer to max out mount speed. But that was because I got that gem extraction stuff for free. And I had enough to buy the, what do you call it? Well, like the costume my character has on now. The polymorph, yeah. Where your character turns into a whole new character. Woo-hoo. Like, I've never seen a single other person with this, I'm not gonna lie to you. And I got it for free, woohoo! But for literally selling a stupid giant cinnamon roll. And that's not even a joke. Because the cinnamon, I don't remember what they called it, if it was like extra large cinnamon roll. I don't think they called it cinnamon roll. It was like cinnamon bun or something. But it was worth hella extraction gems. But that was kind of funny because I bought this polymorph with it and then maxed out because there was nothing really else to buy outside of other costumes, and once you buy one costume, it's like there's no reason to get any other ones. Well, polymorph, you know. But let's see if we picked up anything else. Kind of doubt it, but because the stuff you can buy with the extracted gems is quite limited. It would be crazy if you if you could buy DLC with it. I could have probably bought the Warden DLC. That would have been nice, but unfortunately, I wonder, like, how do you even look at? You can go to crown crates, but I wonder. I don't even remember how you look at the crown gem cost. It's like these just don't. Oh yeah, it has to have that. Is it just under this, I think? Yeah. This is where you buy all the crown gem crap. But I mean, none of this stuff is like epic rewards. Like, who cares about any of that? I wonder if they still have the thing I got. Let me look. Probably not, because they changed the crates out. Blood Fiend. Bile. Egg screen. Like, who would buy any of that crap? Like, huh? Like, who would buy this or that or that? Like, are you dumb, stupid? What the huh? Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Because it was only 5. I literally maxed that out on my main character. Just because there was nothing else to get after I bought the polymorph, so it's like, who cares? Because you can't recolor polymorphs, so it's like, eh. Yeah, apparently the polymorph I got is no longer here. So, extremely rare. Kappa. I mean, I don't know how rare it is. I've never seen anybody else with it, but I mean, I'm sure people on PC all have it. But let's see if we have anything interesting. Like none of these, because there's no rewards that are even interesting at all. Like, I don't even see any actual polymorph under there anymore, so I don't know. Unless one of those ones at the top was it, and I just didn't care enough. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay, I'll just keep one of those for now, because we literally haven't even used them. So it's clogging up my inventory. And at least this game, like, if you accidentally sell something and buy it back, it's the same. I think it is, right? Yeah. It's the same price, because a lot of games will be like, oh, you accidentally sold something you wanted to keep? Please pay 10 times the price you sold it for to get it back. It's like, really? How about you make your UI better so I don't accidentally sell crap? But yeah, that was the gem extraction crap. As you saw, they don't really have all that much. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. But, yeah. Like, Apex, I like how the Apex rewards are 400. And I don't remember how much that cinnamon roll gave me. It was like hella. But I didn't bother buying a mount because I already have them, and it's like these mounts don't have innate speed bonuses. You just have to upgrade the speed with the book things. So, I mean, like if these were, I like how you have to buy it and then pay gold to apply it. Like, grants the arachnid shall be eaten out. Like, I'm just curious. I'm gonna go through these real quick. Combat pet, like that's just a costume. Like I was just curious if they had any polymorphs in there, because the polymorph I have on was from the gem extraction thing that I got for using free gems. Woohoo! From extracting gems from a literal cinnamon bun. And I was like, I'm never even going to utilize the character in-game house in this game because that's all just aesthetic. Oh, maybe. My back. That's all just aesthetic crap. But, so it's like, do I really care? No. Because people probably have their houses like all decked out. People are like, I'm going to spend money on the newest, like, crap. But it's just cringe at the end. Because it's all cosmetic stuff. Like, the only reason well, to be fair, I did actually buy this mount I have on right now and the panther pet, but that was way back in the day, like when this game first came out. And it was kind of like a birthday thing. So it's like you have a PlayStation gift card and it's only for like not enough to even think about getting the game, so you spend it on something stupid that you wouldn't normally buy just to be funny. Well, not be funny, but just because you can, I guess. Hey, there's a guy actually using, I don't know, is that a sword or what? It looks like the thing the Uruk-hai leader in Lord of the Rings carried around. See if I knock him off the edge. Sometimes it glitches out and it doesn't knock them off the edge there for some reason. I don't know why. But I like how the animation of this actually changed. I hate games that like can upgrade abilities, but the animation doesn't even change at all. It just makes you feel like, oh, well, why did I even upgrade it? Even though it might do more damage. But that's weird. It kind of like looks like it's, whoa, okay, well, that was a lag spike. Level 20, bet, okay. You have reached, I like how you can still get achievements for your individual character, even though I've got them all in my other one. Choose, what? Why does it say choose one when there's only one to choose from? Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb, huh? Sucker said choose one when there's one to choose from. What? Alright, notification, costumes, I don't care. Oh yeah, here's all, I never showed that, all of the costumes I have. Because the polymorph we have is way cooler than any of these. Oh yeah, I purchased this too. Oh, it was like the pack that came with this, that, and, or I think it was just those two, right? Yeah, man, here's all this other stuff that you get for reaching certain champion levels. Here's the Elsewhere pre-order bonus, and I'm backing out of it because I saw the enemies charging out of it. But kind of unfortunate that a lot of games like this don't allow you to like press start and go in the menu and not draw aggro, especially if you're not in a dungeon. But like if no enemies were already aggroed on you, you should be able to just press start and then look at all your stuff without getting cheesed, but it's whatever. Hold that. Okay, there we go. Oh, why did I? Sometimes it doesn't pick stuff up right away, so I don't know. Level 517 grinding. Okay, wow. Hopefully, like the people like that are like dummy high. Hopefully, they're just leveling like their character's abilities and stuff. Because if not, I don't know. Because you're pretty stupid for grinding the challenge stuff in. I mean the like challenge levels in areas like this instead of doing dungeons. But I guess it kind of is more chill, but who knows? Yeah, like, I don't know if it's the connection right now or what, but it's kind of wacky. But yeah, I'm probably going to get off here soon, because I kind of do want to play a little World War II. I don't know if I'm going to do the video for it or not, but I guess we'll see. One comment in the chat and I will do the video on it. Alright. Well, alright, well it's like 9 minutes to 9, so I don't know, I might, well, I don't know if I really even want to play World War II. But, because trolling with the RPG on shipment yesterday, the connection, well, I mean, we still had 1 bar because of the stream going, but it was actually, you know, still fun. It wasn't like playing the regular multi-maps, because playing those on 1 bar is, yeah, not fun. But yeah, because there was like those trolls in the lobby the whole time yesterday. Well, that one guy was like, I don't remember what he said. He was like trying to roast that one guy in the lobby. Yeah. And also the good thing is, like, when you troll in that game, it literally just puts you in lobbies with people who are terrible at the game. Because you saw, like, the best kitty anybody had in the lobbies yesterday was, like, barely above 2. So, it's like, well, to be fair, nobody that's really good at the game is probably still playing, for the most part. So, like, I'm sure all the people do, like, the, God, World War II in 2020? What is it like? And they get, like, 200,000 views of dumbasses that just watch it because for some reason, people have weird obsessions with people who play Call of Duty with a controller and aim assist. And they'll be like regularly play it, not troll or anything. And they like freak out over it. Like, oh my goodness, they went back to an old Call of Duty. Oh, that's so cool. I'm gonna watch the video. It's like, I would literally rather watch X-Pro and VZ take a dump on a garbage group of players that think they're good at the game in Black Ops 4 again. That's, some of his videos are hilarious. People are like, oh, let's probably think you're trash, and then they lose like in hardpoint and only get like 20 points. It's like, yikes. Because yeah, I don't know. Let's be real. once, like, because Call of Duty with aim assist is basically 100% free. So the only thing that really separates people at the top skill-wise is simply internet. I mean, let's just keep it 100. So, like, if you have the best internet, you'll pull hosts pretty much all the time, or at least consistently. So, but then people will have like gigabyte internet, but then they won't even have like a monstrous KD to back it up. It's like, I don't know what kind of internet Torva has, but I know it's not like brazy, and plus he shares it with like everybody in the apartment complex or whatever. So it's like, if he can have the same KD as all of these other players that have like dummy crazy internet, yeah, like, they're not really that good at the game. Especially if they play with like a full party all the time. As PwnStars.com once said, is it really a nuke if you have 5 people holding your hand? And the answer is no, it's not. But what's kind of funny, because like all the people that put up gameplays and stuff, and then you watch them play live, and they're actually not even good. Like, they're actually just average, extremely average. Like, every single streamer, like, name one console COD streamer that's actually as good streaming as they are in their videos, and it's literally none of them. Because they just pick and choose when they get put in a lobby with people who are terrible, you know. K3, but excuse me, but sometimes I get a little call. But that's why I prefer watching PC players. I mean, I only follow 2 PC COD players. I probably should expand that list, but right now I just follow Pawn Stars and then Syrian. But I mean, I haven't even watched Syrian recently, but he's always cracked and goated. But cracked and goated, insane aim, and it actually is. It's not like these dumb fucks that be like, Warzone 5 KD, and then you go in and they're ass the game. It's like, oh, well, you might have a 4 KD in Warzone, but you're not really that good. Like, you're definitely not a FIFA kill, but I guess you can put your KD in your title if you want. I mean, that's one person. Like, FIFA kill deserves way more fucking viewers than he gets, I won't lie. But last time I checked, though, he was low-key. His viewers have been going up low-key. Because I'm pretty sure he, like, won one of the Warzone competitions. I don't know which one it was. They have, like, so many of those. Like, every time I look at Torva's stream, he's literally doing a different Warzone well, challenge or competition. But it's kind of funny. But it's a new thing, so I guess everybody's trying to get clout off of holding competitions for it. They're like, Warzone Wednesdays, haha, Wings of Redemption, I'll give you $500. And then Wings goes, oh no, I don't want, like, come on. It makes no sense. All Wings has to do, just take the 500, play the first round, purposely die, and you're good. You're out first round, but you got $500 because Keemstar got it. I mean, come on. But I don't know, Wings is, I don't know. Because people roast him anyway, so it's like, why would he turn down $500 if he's literally free. Now he got like all these degenerates over here clogging up that area. But I'm gonna be getting off now anyway, so this is about the time where this area kind of starts to fill out, but the Brazy area never really has that many people. And if they do, they usually just come through and then leave right away. So, but yeah, we're gonna make our way back to the start. I'll probably do a video stream World War II. So, we shall see. Or, well, I guess it depends on if there's anything interesting on YouTube or Twitch to watch. So, if there is, I'll probably just watch that instead of playing at all. But if I get on later tonight, though, it'll most likely be back on this game. Or we might just do some big chilling on whatever. Huh? Okay, that was kind of weird. But, yeah. Possible RPG trolling World War II stream. Because, even with one bar because of the stream, it's actually not bad. Actually. And you got people influxing into this area because it's that time of night where suckers get on crap and be like, well, that was kind of age because it didn't stun the one enemy or something. But I think it might be the lag because of the video going as well, why it doesn't attack every single time, but it's whatever. Like that was really delayed, but whatever. I'll pick that crap up right quick. Alright, what we got? 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you, but we'll just run out the rest of the double XP timer right quick since there's only 6 minutes. Actually, I'm probably not going to do a World War II. I might put up a video if I do some crazy trolling or something, but I don't know. I'll probably just end up watching YouTube or something instead. I don't know, guys. I'm never gonna make like a schedule or any crap like that because most of these suckers don't even follow their schedule. Anyway, you'd be like, the gamer 2323 sucker has made a schedule like 5 times and then stops following it within like 3 days. But and unfortunately, I need to like literally get unbanned in his. Well, I could just use my other account. But the suckers were brazy when Modern Warfare came out, and yeah. Okay, the game like lagged really badly there. Won't lie. And like we were literally just talking about a part he was already past. And they literally banned me for, quote, spoiling the game, even though he literally just did the part that I was talking about, but whatever. And I was literally back right after the game came out. So, yeah. Well, we'll see. Let's see how fast we can get this alt back right quick. Kind of annoying how the bow doesn't hit there for some reason. Alright, let's... Oh, no, what's in there? Hold that. I really like how it stuns though, it's like really cool. And it's not even the morph version. Is that like even hitting? Like I feel like the arrows are like somehow going way above them sometimes. I don't know. Kind of weird. Ooh. And oop. Alright. Bring that up. Oh, that. I like it. Hit the heal. See, I click the heal button, but sometimes it doesn't actually go. Which is pretty AIDS, but you get the ult and you finish it off. Boing! Hold that. Unfortunately, it doesn't knock them back if they're stunned, I guess. Okay. Well, good to know. But yeah, we're just wrapping up the last 3 minutes of this bonus XP right quick. So. And next time there's a good chance that we'll do some dungeons right at the beginning. So if I play this later tonight, we'll probably do that. But oh, and inventory full, just as I wanted. To finish off, empty the inventory, and come back and set up. Alright. Get over here. Alright. Alright, come over here. Hold that. No, it's like a ranch. Well, it's still got. Wait, I don't know. I wonder what the morph for, you know, what was gonna allow you to pick from. Kind of interested. That's what's nice about like going through. You can grab the gold if there's any. Okay. Well, let's check that. Inventory, main hand, destroy. Sometimes you gotta be like, yeet. But 1 minute. 1 minute to gather as much bonus XP as you can. I don't know, do they do like extra XP events in this game? I don't think they do, to be honest. I know, like, I think, what was it, Neverwinter that did that? Or there was some MMORPG I played that did that. I don't recall which one it was. I'm pretty sure it was Neverwinter though. But yeah. Okay. Grab the gold, even though I don't even think there was gold there, to be honest. But I gotta do that, do that. Come over here, grab that, hold that. There we go. I really like how it's a stun, not just damage. Really brings it all together. Alrighty. Grab that. Timer ran out, so hold that. We Gucci. I can come up here, exit here, go sell everything, and then come back to this area, and then be good. Okay, let's just see if we got any because I like or don't like how you can get new stuff, but it doesn't always have the exclamation point. Y'all feel me? Bet. That's the thing we destroyed the thing to. Magica. I always get the blue, even though it's technically worse. Alright. Like, we need a better one of these, but, like... I mean, I guess this is better, because 836 health, and that's... You get more health, but... magic spell reduction, but... It's not really... all that good. Increases Magica. Unfortunately, that's health. Alright, well, break it. I mean, quit, like... Even, oh, fuck. Can I just swap? Alright, bet. Alright, well, hold on. Bet, okay. Now we gotta ride to the inventory master right quick. And we still got 54 minutes left on this food, so... It's all Gucci. It's turtles all the way down. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. Yeah, PSN needs to have, like, get their PS4 game sales up, you know what I mean? Because if PS5's dropping at the end of the year, then, yeah, there should be hella sales. And when I say that, I mean like 80 to 95% off. But, you know, that probably won't happen. These game devs are greedy and they think their games are worth full price. Like, that's literally 99.999% of the time, games are not worth full price day one. So. Oh yeah, Monster Hunter World was one of the few games as well that was actually worth it to buy day one. But I haven't played that in forever. So I got the plat trophy for that game, so it's kind of just like, well, I did use a save though for the ones where you had to, it was just RNG if the game gave you like the smallest or largest monster in the game for every single monster that the game has. So I just used a save for those, but the other ones we just regularly did. Alright, is that? We'll keep those, well, because we have attacking innocents off, but you know how this game is. If you accidentally click steal on something or whatnot, yeah, it's a GG. But alright, so we'll ride back to the necropolis and then be done. And then I'll see what's on YouTube or Twitch, and then, yeah, too bad. If like PS4 had better capabilities and you could like switch games and also stream just like your screen, I would totally like do commentary on people's Twitch streams and stuff, but unfortunately, well, hope that'd be cool if like PS5 has like extra, way more features, but for that. But by the time that comes out, I'm probably not even gonna be doing this crap. So kind of depends though. But we will, no matter what, there definitely will be a send-off stream. Like if I ever do one last one, so. But that's that. We could be on this later tonight again. Maybe do some dungeons. I'm not sure. Because we can like queue for dungeons. That's what we should be doing. Queuing for dungeons while doing this farming and stuff. That's what we'll do next time. So we'll queue up them dungeons. But yeah, because I guess it is possible that the 300,000 view special will end up being my send-off stream, but who knows. Because when it comes to that, I might just like stop streaming and still maybe do videos, or just stop everything. But here's all my other characters. Greymore, by now. We'll get on. I would if it had a new class, but it doesn't. Okay. But there's our old Magic and NightBlade that I only played to level 12 because it wasn't fun. There's our max level Dragonknight, which I tried to make it a tank, but it wasn't really fun. Here's our level 21 Templar, which I stopped playing because Templar was terrible and boring. And there's the Panther that I was talking about earlier. And here's our High Elf Sorcerer, max level, but the reason it doesn't have any gear is because I just moved the gear from that to my Necromancer because they use the same stuff. So, and then there's our character that we've been playing. So level 20, almost 21. So that next one follows. So like I literally haven't even. Actually, that's a lie. Well, that character I haven't touched since way back then. But and then Necromava is our main character. Yeah. But yeah. That's all for now, though. We out. Oh yeah, wait. Big ups Wirt, big ups John Hyder, big ups Irish Boy. Thank y'all for coming through. Anyone else who came through, big ups, because I saw the number go up and down quite a bit. So, we out.